Karachi Port Trust, the gateway to Pakistan. 90% of global trade goes through 300 major seaports of the world. This fact makes efficient port management a critical factor in providing a healthy flow of goods to the global economy. Karachi Port has been one of the most vibrant forces behind Pakistan's trade and commerce. Today, Karachi Port Trust, KPT, not only continues to meet the challenges of trade and commerce for Pakistan, but is becoming a gateway to Central Asia and the broader region. Let us talk with Ms. Nazreen Haq, Chairperson KPT. Nazreen Haq has a rich and distinguished career spanning over 33 years in the area of multimodal transport and logistics at Pakistan Railways, Export Promotion Bureau and Port Qasim Authority. She is also the first woman chairperson in charge of the port in the history of KPT. Some of her achievements are: while at the Pakistan Railways, she was the first lady to hold key leadership positions such as the Chief of Operations, Freight and Commercial Management. She established the first export terminal of Pakistan at Karachi Port to introduce the idea of simplification and optimization of exports by streamlining export documentation. This resulted in a 75% reduction in time and clearance of export goods from the port. She was the Managing Director, Karachi Urban Transport Corporation, which is currently developing intercity mass transport systems over the circular railways. She also served in several senior positions at Port Qasim Authority in the areas of marketing and industrial management. Under her, Port Qasim Authority developed comprehensive SOPs for the operations and technical departments, leading to ISO 9002 certification. During this period, she also developed the first shipping policy of Pakistan, which is now in force as Maritime Policy 2002. Mrs. Haq is also a chairperson and fellow of the Chartered Institute of Transport of Pakistan and chairperson of Civil Services Academy Alumni Sindh.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for joining us here at KPT. I'm extremely proud to be representing this major institution of Pakistan, playing an ever more important role in the health of our nation's economy. We are proud to be the leading interface for trade and the commerce engine for Pakistan. About 65% of our nation's trade goes through our port. Every day, raw materials, food items, basic necessities, luxury items and oil are imported and exported through Karachi Port, and also because of our location, we are a natural choice as a hub for trade and commerce for the region. So, whether we talk about trade with Pakistan, transit trade to landlocked Asian countries, or a transshipment hub for the region, KPT continues to meet the challenges of today and has a vision to reap the opportunities of tomorrow. The following presentation on KPT gives you our history, an overview of current operations and our vision for the future. I hope you enjoy this presentation and we look forward to your feedback. Thank you.
Karachi Port Trust, the gateway to Pakistan. In the northern coast of the Arabian Sea, from the Straits of Hormuz in the west and past the Indus River in the east, lies about 600 kilometers of Pakistan's serene coastline. Ideally located and with well-developed connections to Afghanistan, Central Asia and Western China, the three ports of Pakistan, Gwadar Port, Karachi Port and Bin Qasim Port, serve as a gateway to the region. Of the three ports, the Karachi port is the oldest and largest port of Pakistan and the only city port. The Karachi port is managed by Karachi Port Trust, KPT, an institution established in 1887. Today, KPT oversees 65% of Pakistan's trade and is an icon for the city's 15 million plus population. Throughout history, Karachi Harbour has played a pivotal role for regional and global trade. Alexander's army boarded the Greek flotilla after the Indus campaign from today's Greater Karachi Harbour area. Karachi port connected to the ancient Silk Route through the river Indus. Muhammad bin Qasim entered South Asia through the Greater Karachi Harbour area. The British developed the Karachi port into a major trading hub. After independence, there has been a series of infrastructure projects to constantly improve port facilities. Today, under the able leadership of KPT, it is a modern, state-of-the-art port, striving to better itself every day. As a port poised to become the regional shipment hub, its 30 world-class terminals serve major shipping lines connecting to ports all over the world. KPT has consistently been recognized by the shipping community as a standard-bearer of excellence in port operation. Spread out over 32 square miles, KPT is a state-of-the-art port with easy access for ships that come to call on it. The port comprises of a deep natural harbour with an 11.5-kilometre long approach and a depth of 12 metres and a turning basin of 600 metres. Karachi Port provides safe navigation for vessels up to 75,000 metric tons dead weight. The port itself consists of 2 wharves. The West Wharf has 13 berths. East Wharf has 17 multi-purpose berths. Each of the wharves has 2 dedicated container terminals with a design depth of 14 meters. And the Karachi port also has 3 oil piers to handle liquid cargo. Collectively, these berths can manage approximately 70 million tons of cargo each year and does container handling of over 1 million 20-foot equivalent units or TEUs annually. With aggressive expansion plans in the pipeline, capacity will double by 2022. Leveraging its experienced workforce, innovative IT solutions, and modern equipment, KPT has set ambitious growth targets to become the regional shipment hub of the Arabian Sea. KPT is committed to improving operational efficiency, reducing vessel turnaround time, and achieving better service levels. KPT is expanding infrastructure ranging from developing new berths, reconstruction of old berths, deepening channels, and adding new storage facilities. Under a planned scheme, KPT has embarked on a program of berth reconstruction and upgradation. 13 berths will have been reconstructed, modernized and upgraded to a depth of 14 meters to accommodate larger vessels. Construction of container terminals and dedicated cement silos has already been completed. KPT continues to be at the forefront of hinterland connectivity development. In addition to underground services, dry docks and workshop facilities, KPT has an extensive network of roads and railway tracks. Moreover, KPT continues to heavily invest in the city of Karachi and has been building bridges and interchanges to facilitate access to and from the port for superior supply chain management. Today, White Oil Pipeline connects from Karangi to Machiko. KPT plans to extend this pipeline from Karangi to Kamari, enabling transportation of oil directly from Karachi port. The dedicated teamwork of the 5,000 KPT staff, ranging from officers to labor workers, makes this organization special, enabling KPT to serve ships around the clock. The KPT team receives ongoing skills training, on the job, at the prestigious Technical Staff College or overseas. KPT provides its employees amenities, including housing areas, schools, a 200-bed hospital, and dedicated sports complexes. KPT is now providing space to build a second medical facility, named Shahid Motarma Benazir Bhutto Hospital. KPT is a highly responsible corporate entity engaging in a number of welfare activities, including a vocational training institute for disadvantaged women, KPT Karawan Hayat, a psychiatric care and rehabilitation center. Karachi International Container Terminal, KICT, and Pakistan International Container Terminal, EICT, are the two dedicated container terminals located on the port. Developed in collaboration with private partnerships and equipped with the latest cargo handling equipment, these terminals can handle container capacity of 1.2 million TEUs, and with expansion plans underway, they will handle over 4 million TEUs by 2022. KPT provides at each berth facilities for transit, storage, warehousing, and clearance of cargo and containers. Additional services provided are dangerous cargo handling, packing stations for immediate unloading and packaging of dry goods such as grains and fertilizers, customs storage yards, oil tankages, bulk cargo stacking areas, container freight station. KPT ensures the safety and security of all goods during their stay at the port. KPT manages 3 dedicated liquid cargo piers used for the handling of petroleum and non-petroleum products. These terminals are equipped with the most modern loading and unloading facilities and safety measures, allowing them to handle large oil and chemical tankers of up to 75,000 deadweight tons. Strategically located in close proximity are dedicated oil storage areas for easy access and quick turnaround of ships. KPT's liquid product handling capacity is 24 million tons annually. Ports are an equipment-intensive industry, continuously requiring upgradation and modernization to improve efficiency. KPT has replaced and upgraded its dredgers and crafts with the latest fleet of dredgers, hoppers and tugs. The recently acquired dredgers and hopper barges are instrumental in removing up to 6 million cubic meters of silt each year to ensure necessary port depth. Tugs are being procured to handle large vessels of third and fourth generation. These tugs work as multi-purpose crafts to manage ships, combat pollution, and support other aspects of port operation. KPT has its own dry dock facility at Manora that enables quick boat repair and maintenance. For more extensive work or for larger ships, a shipyard run by Karachi Shipyard and Engineering Works is located near the port. Repair and maintenance work done at the port by well-qualified engineers and technicians is according to global standards and a tremendous value. KPT is committed to the utmost safety and security of goods and personnel. Sophisticated system of radars, buoys, and technology systems are employed to monitor incoming vessels and guide them to their berthing space. Additionally, the dedicated Port Security Force, Port Technology Units, Marine Pollution Control Department, and Firefighting Unit at Karachi Port Trust works around the clock to protect the Karachi port, its cargo, and its users. All these systems work in harmony to make sure a ship, its crew, and cargo are cared for during their stay. KPT is an ideal port for import and export activities. Nearby are the West Wharf, Karangi, and Site industrial areas with quick and cost-effective access to the rest of the world through Karachi Port. Some of the industries already taking advantage of this are chemical and pharmaceutical companies, engineering industries, textiles, fertilizer, timber pond, and other industry. Karachi Port provides a unique opportunity for easy and quick access to the landlocked countries of Central Asia, Afghanistan, and Western China. Already a significant portion of in-transit trade to landlocked Afghanistan is done through Karachi Port. Primary items of trade with Afghanistan include tea, rubber tires, electronic goods, general cargo handling including about 500,000 tons of wheat of the World Food Programme. Moreover, the route from the Arabian Sea to the Central Asian republics through Karachi Port is shortest. The Pakistani government has launched an initiative to establish an efficient North-South national trade corridor. This program includes further improvement of existing highways with building of warehousing, cold storage, customs, immigration, and electronic data processing facilities at border crossings. To provide competitive services, KPT is undertaking a number of ambitious development projects to make sure Karachi Port is a preferred port of call, today and tomorrow. These projects include Pakistan Deepwater Container Port, Cargo Village and Industrial Park, Karachi Harbour Crossing and Cable Stay Bridge, Port Grand, Maritime 77 Enclave. KPT is developing a new deep-water container terminal in the eastern backwaters at Kamari Groin. With a 3.75-kilometer quay wall, this state-of-the-art container handling complex would have 10 berths, 18 meters in depth. With a new deep-water container port, for the first time, the biggest ships will be able to call on Pakistan. As part of Phase 1, 850,000 square meters will be developed and 4 berths have already been awarded to Messrs. Hutchison Port Holding on BOT basis. These berths are expected to be completed by 2011. An area in western backwaters has been earmarked to build a satellite cargo village as a public-private partnership project. The cargo village and industrial park would be spread over 1,500 acres and will have dedicated terminals for liquefied natural gas, containers, general and bulk cargo, and a coal terminal. Other facilities at this new site include processing plants, container storage yards, cold storage yards, bonded warehouses, one-window custom and export terminals, industrial parks, housing facilities, and office zones. To facilitate easy access of cargo to its ultimate destinations, the cargo village will have rail links to main line and road links to M10 and Liari Expressway, enabling access across the country and into Afghanistan and Central Asia. The new Karachi Harbour Crossing will be a 14-kilometer connection across the channel from the Pakistan Deepwater Container Port to Manora and onwards to Sandspit, Hawke's Bay and Cargo Village, thus also simultaneously unfolding the city to the west along the beach, a critical urban expansion need. This new crossing will include a visually appealing high-span cable stay bridge spanning 470 meters and the first of its kind in Pakistan. 2 causeways will lead from the bridge. The shorter one connects Deepwater Container Port to Manora and Sandspit. The longer one will go over the western backwaters to Cargo Village and extend to Liari Expressway and Northern Bypass. This new crossing will ensure better multimodal connections for fast distribution of cargo to other parts of the country. Revenue will be collected through toll booths, recovering the initial investments and providing funds for future maintenance. This new project will not only be a significant evolutionary step forward for the port, but for the city as a whole. In the global port environment, ports have to reach beyond to the community. KPT is also committed to providing the best environment by pursuing development projects for the shipping community and the broader community around it. Some of these projects are Port Grand Food Court, KPT 77 Karachi Maritime Enclave, Port District. The Port Grand Food Court, located at Natives Jetty and Jinnah Rotary Bridge, is a scenic and tranquil area, covered with restaurants, cafes, walkways and jetties for families to come and enjoy the waterfront. The Karachi Maritime Enclave brings the shipping community to one location. A maritime community complex of international standards, the Karachi Maritime Enclave includes the 77-storied tower and areas for maritime offices, restaurants and multinational chains. The Port District, in the heart of Boat Basin, adjacent to National Sailing Centre, will be a modern shopping-centric district covering an area of 20 acres. As part of beach development projects, KPT has already constructed a 620 feet tall water jet fountain near Oyster Rocks, the first of its kind in Pakistan and the second highest in the world. In the next phase of beach development, KPT intends to develop the beach over a stretch of 2 kilometers between Khayaban Ebadi and Khayaban Esadi, with lighted pavements, beaches, kiosks, restaurants and other public amenities. Other development projects that are in the pipeline are a desalination plant for ensuring clean water supply for Port and its surrounding areas, wind farm providing clean renewable energy plant, generating 50 megawatts of electricity, procurement of a new fleet of sea crafts including dredgers, pilot boats, tugs, barges, firefighting vessels and passenger boats, reconstruction of the jetties at the Baba and Bit Island and the passenger pier at Kamari East Wharf. Karachi Harbour has come a long way from its days as an economic hub for the Silk trade route. With over 120 years of experience, KPT today continues to be the linchpin for Pakistan's economic success and an engine for global trade and commerce. This is KPT.